And it's auto-selecting you to go first.
All right.
Okay, are we just going to do
Oh, did we all want to switch? Are you switching decks too? If you two are, I think I might too.
Let's switch the.
I want to see what the Grouphug deck can do with other decks, unless you want to play something else. By all
No,
means.
it's fine.
Okay. I mean, it's up to you, of course.
Well, that's the thing though. Before I took the hiatus because of COVID,
Yeah.
I was actually well known for this deck.
Oh, okay.
Like it used to be a fellow Griff.
I'm not familiar with some of the older stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, the big, like, this is the meanie Grouphug guy.
Oh, is that like you like tap it and everybody draws a card? And like,
Let me just check that.
not super familiar with it, so put some of these over here.
That's the thing, that was the one I had to put the most work into. Because
Okay.
I even have more cards from Command Fest that wanted to print that deck as well. And from the pre-release.
Okay.
I have more Esper token.
Anybody have a pet name for the deck? Because I actually have a name for this deck. It's Don Andres, Filthy Thieving Casual. It's a very casual deck. It's just a thief deck, but Filthy Thieves and Filthy Casual.
Right.
It's a good double. I like my bad puns.
Right.
Okay. What are you playing over there?
I'm going with Miss Scarlet. So mono red.
Haste, and what does it do?
When it enters the battlefield, one player can't block until the end of turn.
Oh, neat.
This was the old commander.
Oh, that thing. Yes, the Bant one. Ergo, it's basically a bad deck, but
Bant? Oh, Bant.
yeah. Bant.
I was like, wait,
Bant?
Bant?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not Bant. No,
Dinosaurs.
Bant. Ah. How far from pre-con is it?
That's just a couple.
Not a huge amount of
Actually,
upgrades.
if you give me a second, I will put in another one. I just haven't.
You pulled something tonight for...
No, they had during Command Fest they had buy one get one on carts.
Oh, I
I couldn't
didn't
even
know that. I
play
wonder
it.
why everybody was digging through the bins so hard.
So I
Damn,
got,
I wish I'd have known
I
that.
got a couple of I got a
Couple upgrades for
dinosaur.
it?
Oops.
All right.
So if you give me a second.
Yeah, the Golgari deck I had, it's mostly a dinosaur / vampire deck.
Oh, sounds almost like you started with Gulta and Maverick. Which would be Selesnya, but still.
So what would that be like? Count Littlefoot?
Another
Yeah.
fun one would be...
Yeah. I picked up Nestroy. And then I picked up as well Godzilla.
Ooh,
Nice.
King of the Monsters.
I remember that being a pretty big kerfuffle when that card came out, and everybody was mad about like the fact that Godzilla was on a card, and even if it's like just functionally a different name of card. And then now we have dog meat.
Yeah, I was gonna say now we have Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Miss
I'm
Scarlet.
I'm fine with the universes beyond so long as they don't enter standard. I'm fine with
Yeah.
them being modern, whatever. Pioneer and standard
Yeah.
should stay what Pioneer and standard are, but I'm fine with
Yeah,
being modern.
I also have
legal
a
and
mono black deck whose commander is Gollum. So
shit. Nice. Is there a mono black? I thought there was a black white one and a black green one.
yeah, there's different versions,
I
but
just didn't
but
know
I
there was a
like
mono
the
black
but
one.
I like the mono black Gollum because of the ring trigger.
I like this deck. I'm gonna pick up the no. What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of
I'm going to start resolving mulligans if that's okay with
Yeah.
everybody, just because I suggest you guys do too as well.
Oh,
And draw
You're last in the turn order anyway, so I
Yeah.
think it's probably the least
3,
bad for you to be.
4, 5, 6.
There you go.
Okay.
Baby Get Shot. I'm gonna take out
7.
Baby Get Shot because I don't care.
Cannot keep that. That is just not enough land.
I'll get rid of the. Baby Get Shot there for now.
There's a lot of fairly high mana value cards in this deck, so I'm excited to see what it can do with some Grouphug. Significantly more self-aware of how much I'm shuffling. Incredibly. There's a
Every day.
dum 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 dum.
It's like copyright claim. Don't say that.
Yep.
That's why I mumbled it.
It's under 6 seconds. With it.
Yeah.
DMCA. DMCA.
The sad part is they would, so. Like, music copyright owners are some of the worst people on the planet. Especially, like, mid-20th century pop music quadrants of people from Britain who sang very, very popular songs.
Yeah.
Now, my only question is...
One of them was definitely a star.
Right.
Like, what if, like, if you do, like, a song, like, could you do, like, a kazoo version?
Generally, especially if it's transformative by changing the genre, i.e. playing it as kazoo version, is widely considered transformative enough to make it fair, but they'll still shut it down.
Yeah.
Well, I want to hear Bohemian Rhapsody on a kazoo.
I just can't draw more than one land. Jeez. Really like that hand otherwise.
Well, this would be a lovely if I had any lands.
Rough.
Eh.
I'm getting the same treatment here. I'm starting to worry that I left the deck in, like, facing order or something. No, I was playing it last weekend and I haven't touched it since. It should be. Also, I'm sorry in advance. I do the Brian Kibler thing where I snap cards down.
That's good. I think it's actually
I'm keeping that just because there's a functional amount of land. And that's
more than 0 lands, less than 7.
Yeah. Oh, what was that? The Chicago rules? I think they called that some city name. The different Mulligan rules have different city names because it was the first Pro Tour or GP or whatever that they changed the rules. So, like, London and Paris are two different ones.
Yeah. We're on the London Mulligan, right?
I think London is the current rules.
Are we ready?
I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm last, so you can go ahead.
Okay, so I go.
Yep.
All right, a
Let's not
draw.
a land tax.
I only have the 1 land tax. I only play expensive cards that I draw from packs. That's my rule.
And I put in a shiny mountain end turn.
All right.
Good fair magic.
I'm gonna pay 2 life.
Here comes your taxi and probe again.
No, Street
No.
Wraith.
Oh, Street Wraith. Cycling. Cool.
Card. However, remember Magus of the Vineyard?
Yeah.
1 green. Eladalmary's Vineyard.
At the beginning of each player's main phase.
It's the
Now-
enchantment version.
Okay. So it doesn't die to board wipes.
Well, unless you destroy everything.
Yeah. It's complete board wipes. Friggin' anybody play Farewell?
No, that's an expensive card.
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay,
how much
my
is
turn.
it?
Oh, it's very, very highly sought after
Yeah.
in multiple formats. So I
I'm
don't know the
assuming
price,
it's
but
expensive card.
It's probably.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
my turn.
turn.
Okay, so draw.
Actually, I
So it's pre-combat main.
Yep.
That's an old card, so it just says main phase. Do I get to choose?
it's the first main phase.
Okay. Well then, it does not, unfortunately, give me any advantage this turn. So I will. Thank frig, there's no mana burn anymore.
Woohoo!
I will Path Ancestry tap and pass.
Draw. That's fine. So I'm also going to Path Ancestry tap. And with the 2 floating,
I like the retro one so much.
Yeah, and with the 2 floating, I'm going to Arcane Signet.
Okay.
Go ahead.
One game I would have loved to open Arcane Signet.
Draw.
Nothing wrong with that.
You get 2 green mana.
Okay. I'll just put in a mountain. This is the cool mountain I was telling you about.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, too much blue on the card for my taste. It doesn't
Yeah,
read as
well-
mountain at a glance.
Yeah.
I like my mountains to read as mountains, my swamps to read as swamps. That looks like an Is It land. to my-
It still looks pretty terrestrial.
Oh, it's beautiful.
though.
Yeah, it's
it's
good.
beautiful, but
Oh. It's just $9.99.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit,
not
Farewell's
bad.
only 10 bucks.
Face to face.
Wow.
Oh,
I mean, Josh
Oh.
got a few copies here.
also available at
At
the
deck
deck
box.
box.
I'm sure Josh has.
For
copies.
comparable
It's
prices.
it's so popular in standard. Even like there's so much Azorius
And-
control running around, and it's
Okay.
good in Pioneer. It's good in Modern. It's good in Commander. It's a menace in Commander because it
Yeah.
just resets
Well-
the board state, except for Planeswalkers.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of it, so I'd have a legitimate creature in play later on, I'll tap these 2 mountains for Siege of Towers, and now one of my mountains is a 3/1 creature.
Oh.
You could cast that using the floating green, so the mountain's still untapped if you want.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, because I mean,
Well, one of them has to be tapped.
Yeah, you still need
yeah.
to tap one. Yeah,
But
that way it's a 3/3.
okay, end turn.
All right. Tap, draw.
3-1. Anyway,
Okay. Island.
yep.
Tap one. Chromatic Star.
Ooh, cool. Draw power.
Let's see. Tap this. Sacrifice it to draw a card. I'm going to say red. Tap the 2 green and a red for Mana Flare. Lands are producing 1 additional.
Oh, joy. Oh, joy. Okay. 1 additional of any color, or the same color it just
same
made?
color.
Okay, so they tap for double colors. So, like, if I tap this, I only get 2 of...
Yeah.
Okay. Because it matters with multi-lands, right? Okay. Is it my turn?
Yep.
Untap. Draw.
Want to see me do it again?
I will I will play Island. I will pay 2 blue and 2 black. I'm going to leave 1 blue and 1 black floating and use 1 of my 2 green floating for King Narthi's Betrayal. We all mill 4 cards, is it? Each player mills 4 cards, and then I may exile a creature or planeswalker from each player's graveyard until end of for turn 2 and 3 of the saga.
Yes.
Until end of turn, I may cast up to 1 or spells of any and all spells exiled with this card, and I may spend mana slot or any color.
You want
That's not
dinosaurs?
nice.
1,
Which one do I want is the question.
2,
Do you hit any creatures or
3,
planeswalkers? Is that a
4.
clone?
Yeah, it's a clone.
I'll probably take
Okay.
the clone.
I was going to clone the Mana Flare.
Oh, you have Umbrask. You might want to take Umbrask.
Herbrask?
Umbrask, yeah.
Ooh, which one is that?
The
Creatures
which
you
Herbrask
control
is
have
the-
haste, creatures opponent
It's the
control
old
or
one, yeah.
tapped.
Okay, it's the old one. Yeah. Cool. And for you, I will. I got to do myself too here. He really cares about other dinosaurs. I'll probably take this one. I'm probably not going to cast all 3. Although with mana acceleration, who knows?
Yeah.
Whenever Verdant Sun's Avatar, another creature makes a battlefield. And it's really oh yeah, okay, I'll take that one. That's a fun
And
card.
he's just
Those remain in graveyard.
in graveyard or exile?
In graveyard because it's milled, and then I exile 1 from each of us.
Okay.
I'll exile my Nightveil Spectre. I warn you, there's a lot of theft in this deck.
So you still have
I
one.
still have blue black colorless or blue black green floating.
Yep. Oh, I just
missed a play so hard. Damn. Oh well, that's alright. Unfortunately, that's not quite enough mana to do anything with. I'll pass.
Okay. Draw. Okay, I will play a non-shiny.
Wait, this isn't 3. Okay.
A non-shiny Exile Forest, and then the 2 flying green.
Double checking. So.
Let
I'm gonna spread them this way so I can see the names.
me see. Well, actually,
Come on. This is the downside of cards like this. Is it's so hard to keep track of everything that's all exiled with it.
okay. I'm gonna go. Well, 2 flying green, 4 green. Red and 2 whites.
Then for commander,
So I'm gonna have 1 green left, and then 1 white left, I believe.
should I get some red dice out too?
Maybe. So let me just double check. So it's gonna be 4 green. I'm gonna spend 3 of them, 2 for the colorless, and then 1 of the red. From the red, I'm gonna I'll do 1 red, 1 green floating.
Okay.
Cast Pentlaza. Pentlaza trigger.
Okay, so this
I
is only
explore 4. I get a Marauding Raptor. Creature spells I cast cost 1 less to cast, and whenever another creature enters the battlefield under my control, it deals 2 damage to it. And if a dinosaur is dealt damage this way, he gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Okay. Unfortunately, I do not have the floating, so I'm going to let the floating mana fizzle. We didn't even need to worry about that, and I will pass.
Okay. Untap. Draw. Let's see. Yes, I can put in a mountain. And I have the green floating mana.
Yep, 2 greens. And your lands are producing
and
one
lands
additional.
Lands are double, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So, in that case. Okay. So if it's 4, 2. Wait, 1, 2. Yeah, for that.
I missed the scribe trigger. That's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a dinosaur anyways.
You probably would have kept
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Pantlaws is cool. I saw a funny Pantlaws deck
Wow.
that didn't run any dinosaurs.
Okay.
It just ran like clone spells. Just to clone him. And then they alter. I know it was a blink deck, is what it was.
Yeah.
For blinking.
Best thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tap all these, including using a floating, to bring in a legendary artifact, thrown a Veldrain. I get to choose a color, red, and whenever I tap it, I get 4 additional red mana. So, and there's 3 mana tapped. I can draw 2 cards, but yeah, spend only mana chosen color to activate this ability, and it's red. So, let's see.
So you still have 1 red floating.
Yeah. You could even tap Mountain and draw with that. Can I read that card? I've never seen that out. This one here, not the Mountain. Can I read that?
Yeah.
It's a real nice card.
That's weird that it spells it out, add 4 mana of the chosen color, because it has to, right?
Yeah.
Because it's the way it's worded. So cast monocolor spell. Oh, okay, so it's basically, it's a mana rock for monocolor deck.
Yeah,
okay.
Right.
That's nice.
It's
So, okay. And to finish the turn, I'm going to attack you with my 3/1 mountain.
Okay. 3/1?
Yeah.
I thought it was a 3/3.
It's 3/1 according
okay.
to the sorcery I
Oh,
cast.
okay.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
end turn. Yeah.
Alright, untap. Draw. And I'll use one of the green for Chromatic Sphere. I'll use the other one, crack it. I'm gonna add a green. Draw a card. Let's see here. 2, 1 floating. Cloudstone Choreo. Whenever a non-artifact permanent comes into play under my control, you may return a permanent that shares a permanent type to the owner's hand.
Nice.
So if I play a creature, I can bounce a creature.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Annoying. But that'll be fun.
Okay. Lore counter on King Narfees. I can this turn and next turn I can cast spells from among these. Tough decisions, yeah. So I will use the 2 floating green and just trying to make some decisions here. Actually, I'll play Rogue's Passage. I'll use the 2 floating green and 1 of my 2 colorless from this to cast Chromatic Lantern. Then I have 1 floating left. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll play Urbrask the Hidden, which as I control have haste.
And then all of our creatures enter battle.
And everybody else gets ETB tapped.
Just enters. They changed things.
Right.
Oh yeah, they don't. That's so weird.
It is such a weird
What a
change.
strange distinction. And since you swung at me, I'll swing back at you for 4.
Okay. So I'll take it.
What goes around comes around.
Yeah.
Okay. And pass.
Okay. Let's draw. Okay. Oh, that is a different line I wasn't thinking of before. But I'll play a mountain for turn. 2 floating green. And then I'm gonna tap the path for 2 red and the mountain for 2 more red.
Okay.
I will cast a Tali.
Ooh.
So first of all, I get to scry one. I'll put that on the bottom. I get 1 discount from the raptor, so that's I'm gonna have 1 floating red. Pentlaw is a trigger, so I'm looking for something. Not Waking Sun's out, Fatar, Legend Yearling. Is it a May?
Oh, you can put it in hand if you're talking about the Discover trigger.
Yes, because the Raptor's gonna kill the Legend Yearling.
Yeah, so you can put it in hand. I think Discover says you can put it in hand instead,
Yes.
but you still have to reveal. Okay,
So I'm gonna put the Belligerent Yearling in my hand because the Raptor's gonna kill it anyways.
Let me just check that. I think
Yeah, it
that's-
says May. Exile. Cast it without paying its mana cost, or put it in your hand.
Oh, you do have reminder text. I was just looking at the reminder text.
So I'm gonna put it in my hand because I don't want the Raptor. The Raptor's gonna hit Itali. So right now Itali is a 6/4, and this is,
Italy also entered tapped. I forgot.
it
to-
does enter tap. Thank you. And this is right now it's a 4/3. I have 1 floating red, and I still am going to. Yeah, why not? I mentioned it earlier. I'm going to red, 2 green, and another red. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. All cast. Godzilla, discounted 1. King of the Monsters. Lethal comes in tap. Lethal damage dealt by creatures I control is determined by the power rather than the toughness.
So, oh yeah, it's like the reverse walls arcades. It's like
Yes,
so
reverse
like,
wall arcades.
In combat, that card is treated as a 7/7.
Yes.
Okay, is it only combat or is it all damage?
All damage.
Okay, so
Lethal
burn
damage.
spells. Okay. It's so weird.
So
It's such a weird like effect. Yeah, just very strange. -3/-3 will kill it, but 3 damage won't.
no. Rolling Raptor will hit it for 3, so it's a 7. It's
Yeah.
a something.
It takes 2 damage.
It takes 2
it has
damage.
5 left before it will die before cleanup.
Same thing for Itali. So the Raptor is currently now it is a 6/3. So you have to deal 6 points of damage in order to kill it.
That's a really cool combo, actually. The little +2/+2,
Yeah.
+2/+0, and yeah.
So I am going to swing at Urbrask or Dew with the
Yes.
Urbrask. That's 6/3 or 6/6 kind of,
There we go. Okay.
and that will be my turn.
Alright. Untap. I draw. Okay. It's double land and the 2 green floating, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. I can tap this and pay the 2 green floating to bring in Chandra Torch of Defiance. So I'll just add the 4. It's a planeswalker, so yeah, it avoids the
It doesn't come in tapped.
coming in tap.
Planeswalker's coming tap.
Planeswalkers can be tapped. Gideon is a thing.
So let's see.
I've seen Planeswalkers tapped. It's a strange thing.
I really like that version of Chandra.
That is a very pretty artwork.
I'm just looking at the other mana here.
Is that an etched foil? I can't keep track of all the friggin' names of the.
No, it's just some alternate art.
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay, where is it? Okay, so we got 2 of this, 2 of that. Okay. Okay. I could tap these two to bring in Ore-Rich Stalactite. I can add an extra red for an instant or sorcery spell. Let's see. Okay, my next move is... Yeah, this will be smart. I'm gonna do the +1 option, the second +1 option to add 2 red mana. So that brings this counter to 5. And with the 2 red and the other mana I've got here, 4 mana of chosen color, I bring in
Tapped ad?
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tapped ad.
You're right. You have
a
to,
tapped artifact. Okay.
no, you have to tap the Throne of Valdrain
It's,
itself.
it's a mana
Yeah.
rock.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a mana rock. I tap the throne to show it's spent. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember. Okay. So now I bring in, which enters tap because it's a creature, Trumpeting Carnosaur, a 7/6 with trample. When it enters the battlefield, though, I discover 5.
Ah.
So let's see. Okay. I'll just put in my hand.
It's a reveal card?
Yeah.
It's just a gamble. I can't see, I can't see your way
Yeah.
around.
What is it?
Oh, it's gamble. Okay.
Gamble. Okay. That's nice.
Okay. And
Next up on Discovery Channel.
end turn here.
Oh, my turn?
Yeah.
Right.
Nice.
Untap, draw.
I feel bad taking the clever impersonator. That would have been nice to get even more mana.
Green, go. Or,
Yeah.
sorry, blue.
Okay. Untap. Oop. Okay, draw. 3 counters on this. Basically, till end of turn, I can cast those spells still. At end of turn, they just get exiled. They stay exiled. So, let's see here. I will put a Tainted Isle down. And how do I want to do this? Okay. Can I make that work? Okay, so... Sweet, I can make that work. Okay. I will pay so I have chromatic land, so all my lands tapped for whatever. So I'm still gonna use these for blue and black. So I have 1 blue and 1 black floating after casting Hostage Taker. When it enters the battlefield, exile target creature or artifact until it leaves the battlefield. I may cast the card for as long as it remains exiled, and I may spend mana or any type. I'm gonna steal your tally.
Fair enough.
That's a perfect card for this deck. I've been meaning to buy a copy. They're not particularly expensive.
No, they are not.
I'm gonna end up casting. So I'm gonna use the 2 floating from that, plus the 2. I use the 2 green on Hostage Taker. So I'm gonna use the 2 floating remaining after casting Hostage Taker. The blue and black from these, and then I'm gonna spend 4 more to cast a tally.
Yeah, and it has haste.
And it has haste. And whenever he attacks, exile the top card of each player's library. Then I may cast any number of spells from among them. Lands a 3/1, correct?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to swing a tally at Chandra.
Okay.
And on attack trigger, everybody...
Metamorphose.
I just saw it.
Oh, sweet.
You know what?
I'm gonna get to draw off of that, but it's so sad that I'm gonna lose the mana unless I happen to...
If you're gonna swing at me, then I block with
You're
the
gonna block?
mana.
Okay. I still get to exile the top card of your library.
Okay, there you
And I get to
go.
cast before the attack actually goes through, I believe. It gets around timing restrictions.
Okay.
Yep.
You may cast any number of spells from among them. So,
Without paying its mana.
without paying mana costs.
Nice.
Yeah, oh yeah, tally's great. Okay, so
Yeah.
first thing's Metamorphose. That goes to your graveyard after I cast it, so I draw a card.
What are the
hand.
2 mana you want to choose?
I'll do red. Not that it really matters. I don't think I'm going to be able to cast anything else from this. My Nightscape Familiar will hit the battlefield. This actually enters the battlefield, and I'll put a +1/+1 counter on something. Why didn't I attack with Urbrask too? That was real dumb of me.
Actually, do you want to know something? You should have went with 2 blue, so you could have played the...
I'll lose it as steps end out. I won't have the timing restriction to cast that.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
even though...
These because they got exiled with a tally, get around the timing restriction. The mana that Metamorphose gives me will be gone by the time I can cast a creature or sorcery again.
Because this is all in the
This is
combat
all
phase.
before it's even hit the blocker.
Yeah.
It's very strange. And then this is create a elemental creature token with trample. This creature's power and toughness are each equal to the number of instant and sorcery cards in your graveyards, plus the number of cards with flashback you own in exile. So that goes to your graveyard.
All right.
Okay.
And then, do you have that token, or should I choose my own? Or
Oh, the
you know what? It dies instantly because I have no instants or sorceries in graveyard. So it goes bink.
Bang.
It does have haste for the.
It doesn't haste for that brief moment. It was a 0/0 and died to a state-based action.
Right.
Okay. And I'll throw the +1/+1 counter on Urbrask, just so he's a 5/5 blocker for next turn.
But yeah, I block easily, and Mountain's gone.
Yeah. And then end of turn, these each remain exiled.
There you go.
And that one's just.
Didn't you say that there's a +1/+1?
Yes, thank you for that. And then. I will end my turn there.
Tap and draw.
Italy is so good in this deck. I need one so bad. It's all about casting other people's spells. So.
Place in glaive. I have 2 basic lands. I will do this. I have the 2 flying green, and then I'm gonna tap the Path and Ancestry for 2 generic. Actually, 2 generic. 2 green, discount 1 from the Raptor, so I'm gonna have 1 green floating. I'm gonna play Ripjaw Raptor. I get
Enters tapped.
It does enter tap.
Do you pay the what? No, I'm kidding.
I get the Scry from the Path. I'm going to bottom that. And then enters the battlefield. I'm going to do the Raptor trigger next, so I'm going to draw a card. Because it's going to deal 2 damage. Okay. And then I'm going to do the Panel as a trigger. So it'll skip it.
Did you scry in there somewhere for your? Did you have a scry effect?
Yeah.
So, okay, you did scry. Okay, just making sure you scry.
So,
I honestly completely forget that has the scry clause on there.
yeah. And I get Deathboard Scavenger. When easy,
Also enters tapped.
it does also tap. I'm going to keep it here because I need to read it.
That's fair.
And that will be tapped. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, I may exile card from graveyard. If a creature card is exiled this way, I gain 2 life. Non-creature card is exiled this way. It gains +1/+1 until end of turn. So I want to exile a creature card from a graveyard.
I have Plarg and Nasani, and that's it. Nasari, rather.
Do you have any?
Person of interest. That's all I got.
Street Rage?
I'll exile your creature card.
That is totally fair.
I gain 2 life. Raptor's going to deal 2 damage, but because of Godzilla, he's still fine.
That is a really cool interaction. I like that a lot, actually.
Right now the Raptor is a 6/3 again.
Okay.
And then with the 1 floating, and then... yeah, 1 floating. Yeah, I will do... Yeah. 1 floating, green, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Discount 1, so I'm gonna have enough floating. Just keep the floating. Xenagos God Rebels.
What's the required?
Devotion to red and green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So is it?
I was gonna say. I feel like you've probably got a big enough board to keep creature by now.
And he comes into play tap.
He does come to play that.
You're Brad.
Hey, it's not my fault. It's
So
yours.
my devotion is greater than 7, so it's a creature. At the beginning of combat, on my turn, another target creature I control gets +X, where X is its power.
Ooh, double. Power.
Raptor is going to deal 2 damage to Xenagos. Not that it matters. So now that's going to be an 8/3.
Doesn't it have to hit a dinosaur to do that?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. All right.
So it's still 6.
It's
And
real
it does steal the damage. It's
It
like
does the deal damage. It
yeah.
just doesn't get the +1/+1.
Yeah.
Or +2/+0. Brains
Um,
fried.
And then the one floating, I'm going to tap this one. I'm going to also cast a Bludgeon Yearling.
This doesn't die now because it takes 3 damage to kill it.
Yes, so it does not
That's
die.
a really cool interaction. I really like that.
Bludgeon Yearling, 3/2 Tample comes in tapped again. When another dinosaur enters the battlefield under control, I can have its base power become equal to that creature's power in giant turn, which is really good with Godzilla.
Yeah.
I need to make a Godzilla deck.
Yeah, honestly, you could cut out some of the white cards and make that just a red-green deck.
Yeah.
And make a
So right now the Raptor is a 8/3.
Okay, and then you get the trigger on start of combat, do you?
Start of combat. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Start of combat, I am going to make Godzilla. So right now Godzilla
Ooh, shit, he got trample.
has trample.
I just heard Godzilla and I'm like, yes.
Yes.
Godzilla is currently a 14-10, and the Raptor is an 8/3. So I'm gonna swing the Raptor at Chandra,
Ooh.
and then Godzilla at you.
Okay, so he's a 14?
14.
Okay.
Trample or no trample?
Trample.
Trample. So I'm going to throw a fair bit of stuff in front of this. I'm going to throw
And the power and toughness again?
It's an 8.
Yeah, that would knock it out.
But it also takes 14 damage to kill him, right?
Yes.
I have no way to kill him, so I'm just going to throw... I keep tapping my creatures to block. I'm going to throw these 2 in front of him to stop 8 of that damage.
Okay.
So I take 6.
Yes.
Okay, and you get this back to graveyard.
Thank you.
This goes to my graveyard.
Yeah. I still have that. And then with that, I am going to finally pass.
Okay. Untap. Draw. Ah. Okay. Okay. Well, that. I'm gonna tap this for sorcery. I'm gonna cast Gamble. So
What does Gamble do?
search library for a card, put in the hand, discard card at random, shuffle.
How many cards in hand currently?
Let's see. 4 other cards in hand.
Alright, so probably just roll like a d6. If it rolls 6, re-roll it, and that way you can determine which card to discard.
Oh,
Or get somebody else to pick it.
Yeah. Somebody else pick it also
Do the
works.
fun one.
Yeah.
I tend to just shuffle. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's also just shuffle them up and then you
Yeah.
shuffle up and
But
play.
if you get somebody else to do it, and they pick the card that you just tutored for, you get to yell at them.
Well, the other problem with that though is that there is this like weird thing where technically that's not random.
Yeah.
Because you could read his reaction to you.
Yeah.
Which card am I going to pick? Right. So you almost got to do them face down.
And also, people don't pick randomly as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ask people to pick a number between 1 and 10, and you will hear a lot of 7s.
Yeah.
okay, I'll discard the top. Good, I survived the gamble.
Why they call it gamble?
Yeah.
Yeah,
One of the best tutors in the game for that reason, especially in any kind of like a dredge or reanimator deck, because it's like I am empty-handed. Other gamble. It basically becomes an entomb.
All right.
So do we get to see
Right.
what you tutored for? Or are you gonna
Yeah,
ask to take down?
I gotta be honest. I gambled for another mountain because someone took my Chandra. So
Hey, he killed Chandra, not me. I attacked her, but I didn't kill her.
I wanted to make sure I'd still have the same mana no matter
I
what.
shot the sheriff.
All right.
Well, you have 8 mana. Actually, you have 12 mana. I don't know why you need all this mana for.
Well, yeah, for mono red spells, you got lots of
Right.
You have 12 mana.
Yeah, I've got double the mana because of this.
Yeah,
or-
2 green and 10 red available.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you got lots of mana.
Okay, let's see. 2 green and okay. I got 5 of this. Wait. Okay. I'll use 2 green and 2 red to summon my commander. Headliner Scarlet enters the battlefield tapped, but
That's become like practically a meme already. Just everything ETB is tapped.
a player of my choice can't block when I attack. So that's a
So
plus.
when you attack, target player cannot block.
Yeah.
Okay.
But before I even get to that, I'm going to use 2 Mountain and then use the Throne of Eldraine to throw in Fiery Emancipation. I deal triple damage from my attacking creatures. So
Nice.
let's see.
And that's quite a threat.
Okay.
No, so, Miss Scarlet, you have to say now who can't block.
Yeah, it's on at
Oh,
the
yes.
start of.
When she enters the battlefield,
Oh, it's ETB.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
And so who do you want? Do you not want to block?
Right. It is EDB. I want to make sure he can't block because he has the least life and he has my Urabrask. So
Fair.
yeah. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna attack you with trumpeting Carnosaur. So
Okay, and he's a
Yeah.
7 power, so I take 21.
yep, 21 and it's trample. So
I can't block anyway. So, okay.
Can't block. Enter.
I've become apparently the arch enemy.
So I need that. I need multiple copies of that card.
Oh, do you play a red deck in a 60 card format?
No, for this
Every
one, for this deck.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. One
Now,
copy for that.
to summon the sexy wall, Tinderwall.
Tinderball is. You can
Ah,
sacrifice
swipe
it.
left.
Yeah. He's only a 0-3.
the favorite
Yeah.
dating app of Donald Trump.
That's a good one, actually. That's a good one. Okay, sorry, ETB's tapped. I'm so sorry. Okay, my turn.
Well, I tap it.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
oh dear. Okay. So drop
Don't be
turn.
done with the tally. We got another tally trigger to deal with.
Okay. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
And can I make that work? Okay, so I will play Swamp for turn. And I will pay 1 black for Reanimate.
Oof.
Oh, no, I can't do that. Never mind. I thought I had a little more wiggle room on the life, but I don't.
You only have 4 left.
Yeah, so the thing I wanted to reanimate is with the hostage taker, so that ain't happening. So I will.
I mean, it would be funny.
It would be funny to kill myself that way, but how do I want to do this? Oh,
And
do I,
this would be a good Dinosaur Commander.
how much mana do I have? Can I make that work? So I have 2 floating green, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 total mana. What's Trumpeting Carnosaur's casting cost?
It's 6.
Perfect. I will pay the 2 green, 1, so it's 3 total, 4, 5, 6, 7. Some of that's black and red for Tybalt, Cosmic Imposter. I get an emblem that states I may cast spells exiled with Tybalt the Imposter, and I may spend mana or any color to cast those. I will then -3 him, so he's at 2 loyalty, and I'm going to exile your Trumpeting Carnosaur.
Okay.
I'm then going to pay 6 mana and cast it.
Okay.
Its Discover 5 trigger will go off. I will.
You can put that to hand.
Yeah, that goes to hand.
What was it?
Be
Yeah,
warned.
he has a
counterspell.
he has a
sorry.
counterspell.
Counterspell. Actual factual counterspell in hand.
Do you have the mana to cast the counterspell, though?
No, unfortunately. Actually, he costs 1 less to cast because I have 1 floating mana still. Is there any little weenies in graveyards I want to? We have a 3 or less.
I have a dinosaur egg.
What's it do?
Whenever has evolved, so whenever a creature that's bigger than them enters. I also have a hammer skull. You require.
You know what? Screw it. You leave that last floating black. I'm gonna cast Reanimate on your Pugnacious Hammer Skull.
Okay.
I lose 3 life. And he enters the battlefield. He has haste.
Yes, Ace. And as long as you have another dinosaur,
He doesn't stun himself down.
yeah.
Okay. I'm basically just I was like, I'm dead anyway. I'm just playing a meme turn at this point. So DD's 5, 6, 6, 6, that's 20, that's 18, 24, 25. Don't quite have enough to take anybody out, unfortunately. Really wish I had enough to do that.
You might get lucky with the
I
Italian.
might get lucky with the Italian. Screw it. I'm just gonna, in response to you doing that to me, I'm going to swing everything at you. You have no blockers, right?
Right.
Okay. So you're taking 5, 12, 18, 24, 25 damage.
First of all, Italian.
At first, Itali triggers.
Forced.
Dark Horns equals to increased power, increases your control.
That's getting cast. And exile the top card of your library.
Yeah, and a bit. There we go.
So
Technically, you don't take the damage till after. That's just a
Oh,
mountain.
yeah, lands.
Frick. 3 lands, so that stays exiled. That stays exiled, and that stays exiled.
yeah.
And I get to draw 7 cards. Let's see if I can pull myself out of
And
this
you
one.
can cast a spell mana value 5 or less.
Oh.
For free.
At this time. Question.
Yeah.
If a spell says there's an additional cost to the spell, you may pay X life. Can you pay more than your current life total?
No.
No.
Damn. 4, 5, 6. If I played land for turn, I believe I did. Yeah, I believe I played the swamp for turn.
Yeah, if you didn't, you probably should have used spell the Italians.
You can't play, it's only cast, I think.
Oh, yeah, it's cast.
Yeah, cast, so it's not play. This deck, you have to pay attention to which ones are play and which ones are cast. Yeah.
That's not even your Itali, though.
Yeah. Well, but Itali's on my list of things I need to buy for this deck, so I was familiar with the card ahead of time.
Do you have Big Tali or just...
No, I wish. Big Tali's expensive.
Yeah.
I want Big Tali
I want
because
big-
it does ETB.
I want 2 Big
Um,
Talis.
D. And I may play a spell with mana value 5 or less.
Cast a spell.
Cast a spell
paying.
5 or less.
If that makes a difference.
Yes, it does.
Don't
Does
forget
anybody have any
your,
X1s?
Don't forget your Nightscape Familiars.
Yeah, it does reduce cost for...
But it doesn't reduce
Oh
it
yeah,
for your
that's right.
expertise, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It doesn't reduce
Um,
mana.
I need more coffee. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fair. How do I
I
want to
already
play
drank
this?
too much.
Screw it. Using the Rishkar's expertise, I'm going to cast Talisman of Dominance. Then after damage is affected, I'm going to tap 1 for blue mana and peace out.
Okay. Peace out.
Boop.
Yeah. I got my Italian maker.
Nope. Did they phase or did they go to graveyard? I thought they phased out and they're just out of the game.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on that, so
It
correct me if I'm
doesn't
wrong.
matter.
Also, I drew like all mana rocks
Okay.
that draw 7.
Okay, let's see.
So I did nothing in hand. I'm gonna. These go back to you. Again, I'm not. I really should know this considering what I'm playing.
Yeah.
These go back to you. I just can't. I'm not used to killing myself in the game.
Okay, I'll just put them in exile. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think they get. I know they get like removed from the game. So like
So-
the Urbrask effect is no longer.
So your Urbrask would be also exiled.
Right.
I believe they're exiled. I think I can't remember now.
Yeah, exile it is. There.
Well, how did you get the Carnosaur?
I cast it from exile, but it was on my board when it died. When I died.
So is that going to be in his graveyard or exile?
I think it's exiled.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I don't know.
Exiled.
I'll look it up in a
Yeah.
minute since
yeah,
I'm no longer in the
just
game.
during Brask, Carnosaur, and a Mountain are exiled.
Okay. I'm going to untap.
I'm gonna look that up because I really should know that for when I do. I've sort of done that before, where I've just Rakdos charmed myself to death.
I'm going to play a Clifftop Retreat because I control a mountain. And then I'm going to...
What happens to permanents I control? All permanents you control will trigger any leave the battlefield effects, but will not be treated as if they had been put into the graveyard. So anything that says dies or is put into the graveyard from play. ... will not trigger. Conceding, however, will not trigger any such effects, even though your permanents will no longer be in play. Those two conditions would cause entirely different results on the exiled permanents of an O-ring. However, this is a ruling I'm not entirely familiar. Okay, I'm reading from a forum post, by the way. So anyway, I think maybe they do go to graveyard. I don't know.
It doesn't make a difference. Okay, 2 flowing green, and then I'm going to tap the Path of Ancestry. I'm going to float another green. Wait. 2 flowing green, tap a red, Path of Ancestry, float green, Raging Rises Register. So I'm gonna get the Scry.
Do you guys anticipate being done anytime in the next 5 minutes? Or can I run and grab a drink?
This might actually be my last one because I live in Sackville and I don't own a car.
That's
Fair
fair.
enough.
That is fair.
I'm going to.
Maybe we could all just add extra mana and draw extra cards and pretend you're here. It's basically
And then I'm going to penalize the trigger, the Regisaur. I get. It's a land. It's another land. That's a. Too big.
Step outside for some nicotine.
Azolian Seer. It's a mana dork. I can sacrifice it to return target dinosaur card from the graveyard to my hand. Now, the question of, but I'm not going to bother, like I could get a tally back, but I'm not going to bother. Okay, and then the Raptor's going to deal 2 edits, so the Raptor's now 4-3. Actually, no, deals 2 to these. The Raptor is currently a 6-3. And then I am going to sacrifice the Seer to return the Igisaur. And 1 white, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Igisaur discount 1. In range, whenever it's dealt damage, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature I control. The Raptor's gonna hit the Igisaur, so the Raptor's gonna put +1/+1 counters on everybody else. And then the Raptor is it's got 1. So it right now it has 2 triggers, so it's currently a 7-3, and then that's pretty much sure. One more Capri Stumper. When it enters, I get a basic land from the battlefield. Tap, and it can attack unless I have lots of lands, which I do. No lands. Of course, tapped. That's going to trigger the Raptor 1 more time. This has 3 triggers. The Raptor is a 9. The yearling, I'll make the yearling a 4. A 4/2. There is something in the register. Something sexy. And then, yeah. I'm gonna send I'm gonna double Godzilla's power. I'm gonna send Godzilla at you for 14.
Okay, yeah, it knocks me out.
Well, actually, it's gonna be 16, and then
It knocks me out either way.
and then everything else is gonna send over to you.
Alright, how much?
In total,
Yes, please.
8. 1, 2, 3. 6. So 8, 9, 17. 5 is 8, 9, 17 plus 5, 22. That's another 5. 27,
All right.
31, and it's going to be another 5, 36.
So I'm down to 2.
You're down to 2.
My turn?
Is your turn.
Okay. Draw. Alright. 2 blue, 1 green. I'm gonna copy enchantment, the mana flare. My turn.
Wind pig today.
Yeah, no. This is bad.
Oh, this is good. Yes, let the hate flow through.
Okay, mana flare. What does mana flare do?
Is that just tapped for more
Yeah,
again?
the mana.
He's going to enable you to win.
Yeah, it's your turn.
It's my turn. Draw.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
So, I have Fulcrum Small Cap.
If you don't have game this turn, I will be so disappointed.
I do have game this turn. Do I want to do this the completely pathetic way?
Quick, somebody give me a fog. At least we're not going to tap, you know?
Yeah.
You can literally just kill me.
Yeah,
Just swing,
well,
dude, just
I'm
swing.
gonna Firely Confluence. I'm gonna steal 3. I could just kill you right now, but also I could just deal 3 damage, 1 damage 3 times, triggering the Argisaur and the Ripjaw Raptor,
Nice.
Overkill it.
getting +1, 2, 3 +1/+1 counters on my dinosaurs, and drawing 3 cards.
And does the one that pings when they come in, does he get the +2/+0, or is it only when he deals damage?
Only when he deals
Oh,
damage.
that'd be cool if it was also any time a dinosaur's dealt
So
damage.
anyways, and then, I mean, I have dinosaur supply. I just swing with everything.
Alright.
Yeah.
So what was my... Okay, what about... Oh my god, please. Well... I could have Mana Flare deferred time.
You can't.